Since 1937, we've been the world's leading designer and manufacturer of filtration equipment. Our products protect people, machines, and the environment. We provide clean air solutions for some of the toughest contaminant problems in the world.
To install a new filter, system clean and never used, there is no special clothing required. Gain access to the inside of the filtration housing by removing the housing access door. Pull the door straight toward you to remove. Place the access door in a safe location out of the way until the filter is installed. You will do this with the pre-filter and HEPA filter door. To install a pre-filter, push the pre-filter inside the bottom of the housing using the slide track. Inspect the sealing surface of the filtration housing to ensure no foreign matter will interfere with the new filter to be installed. Unpack the new filter in accordance with CAMFILFAR's recommended instructions. At this point, take extreme caution when handling HEPA filters. Only handle the filter exterior frame. Touching the filter face can damage the media, adversely affecting the filter's performance and efficiency. Visually inspect the filter frame and media for damage prior to installation. Install the HEPA filter inside of the filtration housing with the gel side of the filter towards the knife edge and the filter clips towards the locking tray angles. Make sure the filter clips are aligned with the locking tray angles. Push the filter completely inside the filtration housing. Slowly close the locking mechanism handle to allow the sealing knife edge to penetrate and seal the filter. Lock the handle with the handle latch. Do not force the handle closed. The handle is preset at the factory with the correct tension of the locking handle. The handle should move fairly easily until within approximately 1 inch of the latch. Then moderate pressure should be applied to the latch and secure the handle. If the handle takes more than moderate pressure to latch, the locking mechanism adjustment should be corrected for the proper tension. Install a new change-out bag over top of the bagging ring. Locating the shock cord inside the groove between the housing and the second rib of the bagging ring, with the seam of the bag located on top of the bagging ring. Secure the bag with a security strap. Fold and roll the bag toward the housing until the bag is tucked neatly between the bagging ring and filter access port. This housing is also equipped with a scan section for testing the filter. You must also install a scan bag over the bagging ring of the scan section at this time. While holding the change-out bag in this position, replace the housing access door carefully. Tighten the doorknobs alternately by turning clockwise until the door is sealed against the housing. To perform the filter replacement of the CAMFILFAR FB Series Fluid Seal Bag-In, Bag-Out filter housings, maintenance workers should be clothed in Tyvek coveralls, hard hat, safety glasses, dust mask, and gloves. Use these guidelines along with any amendment or procedures of your company's safety policies. You will need a ratchet with an extension and an 11 16 inch deep socket. A banding kit can assist in the change out of the filter, available through CAMFILFAR, and will be shown in this demonstration video. The twist and tape method can also be used and will be described in this video also. Prior to replacing a contaminated filter, the airflow through the filtration system must be stopped. This can be performed by either shutting down the system or by bypassing the airflow through the system to another system. To minimize contamination, close dampers. It is also a good idea to have a table nearby to place the new and old filters during the changeout. Prior to beginning change-out procedures, consult your safety officer to assure all proper procedures are followed for your specific application. To access the damper adjustment, remove the round cover on the top right of the filter housing. The damper adjustment nut accepts a 1 1/8 inch socket. Place the socket over the damper adjustment nut and turn counterclockwise to open the damper. Turn the socket clockwise to close the damper. Gain access to the inside of the filtration housing by removing the housing access door. Pull the door straight toward you to remove. Place the access door in a safe location out of the way until the filter changeout is complete. Next, extend the changeout bag fully. Unlock the filter locking mechanism. Release the handle latch and slowly open the locking mechanism by pulling the handle fully open, thus pulling the filter away from the knife edge sealing surface. Carefully remove the filter from inside the filtration housing by inserting your arms into the changeout bag gloves and pulling the filter into the changeout bag. Use a table to place the filter after removing the housing. Once the filter is removed from the housing into the changeout bag, tightly twist the changeout bag together between the filter access port and the contaminated filter. Using the materials from the banding kit, tie strap approximately 8 inches of the twisted bag to secure. Place 2 metal straps around the changeout bag in between the tie straps and tighten to hold twisted part of the changeout bag securely. Cut completely through the changeout bag in the middle of this section, leaving a stub bag on the bagging ring of the housing. Tape over exposed edges where the bag was cut. Remove the contaminated filter in the bag for disposal. An alternate method is the twist and tape method. Tightly twist the changeout bag together between the filter access port and the contaminated filter. Use duct tape to wrap around the twisted section of the changeout bag, taping approximately 8 to 10 inches of the bag as tightly as possible. Cut completely through the changeout bag in the middle of this section, leaving a stub bag on the bagging ring of the housing. Tape over exposed edges where the bagging was cut. Remove the contaminated filter in the bag for disposal. Remove the changeout bag security strap, leaving the stub bag on the bagging ring of the housing. Move the stub bag shock cord in between the 2 raised ribs on the bagging ring. Place a new changeout bag over a new filter to be installed. Make sure the new filter is oriented so that when placed inside of the filtration housing, the filter clips will align with the locking tray angles. Carefully pull the shock cord of the changeout bag to the bottom of the filter. Pull the remainder of the bag down until the filter is at back of the changeout bag. Turn the filter over and pull the bag up. Install the new changeout bag with filter around the bagging ring over the top of the stub bag, locating the shock cord inside the groove between the housing and the second rib of the bagging ring with the seam of the bag located on top of the bagging ring. Insert arm into the changeout bag glove closest to housing and remove the stub bag from the bagging ring. Reinstall the security strap around the new bag. Pull as much of the stub bag as possible into the glove while turning the glove inside out. Use one of the other gloves to help push the entire stub bag into the glove turned inside out. Slide the new filter into the filtration housing. Slowly close the locking mechanism handle to allow the sealing knife edge to penetrate and seal the filter. Lock the handle with the handle latch. Extend the bag out completely. Fold and roll the bag toward the housing until the bag is tucked neatly between the bagging ring and filter access port. If the stub bag inside the glove closest to the housing does not interfere with closing the access door, it can be left on. If not, tightly twist the glove with the stub bag together. Using the materials from the banding kit, tie strap twisted glove to secure. Place 2 metal straps around the twisted glove in between the tie straps and tighten to hold twisted part of the glove securely. Cut the glove off and tape over exposed edges. The twist and tape method can be used also. While holding the changeout bag in this position, replace the housing access door carefully. Tighten the doorknobs alternately by turning clockwise until the door is sealed against the housing. The filtration system is now ready for in-place testing. Open damper and restart the system or redirect bypassed airflow through the system. The inlet protective grill must be removed from the upstream inlet plenum of the filtration housing to attach the containment housing test fixture. Remove the stud extenders from the test fixture and attach them to the studs located inside of the upstream inlet plenum. Attach the test fixture by inserting the stud extenders through the 4 corner holes and tighten the star knobs to compress the foam gasket to the doldrop wall. Next, remove the aerosol port plug on the test fixture and attach your smoke generator. Remove the upstream sample port plug on the housing and attach the upstream sample tubing from your photometer. Remove the scan port plug and attach the downstream tubing from your photometer. Open the scan port valve. Remove the scan section door and insert arm into the top glove port of the scan bag. Perform all testing per IEST RP CC034.1 or as approved by your facility. Remove the scan probe from the storage post and attach to the travel bars with one of the 2 hooks. Slide the scan probe over the travel bars. The travel bars and scan probe hooks will allow for 1-inch overlapping passes to assure the complete filter face is scanned. When using the front hook, the scan probe should rest on 2 travel bars. When using the bottom hook, the scan probe will rest on only 1 travel bar. A flashlight port has been installed at the bottom of the scan bag if needed. When scanning is complete, reinstall the scan probe to the storage post. Close the scan port valve and remove all tubing. Replace port plugs and reinstall the scan section door. Remove the test fixture and reinstall the protective grille at the upstream inlet plenum.